I can never tell when we're on. Are we on? Yeah. Hello, and welcome to Take Flight Live with Phoenix Stage Company, an award-winning 100% volunteer community theater located in Oakville, Connecticut. I'm Ed Bassett, Executive Director of Phoenix Stage Company, and your host of Take Flight Live, here with Tim Phillips. Say hello, Tim. Yeah, right. Say hello, Tim.
Hello,
yeah, and
everybody.
back there in the window of our set is our technical producer, Michael Calabrese. Up in the sound booth, we've got Al. Say hello, Al.
Yeah, he's way up there.
He's way up there. He's a booth pirate tonight.
He is. Yar, he is. We're back.
Oh, it's been so long.
It's been over almost a month. Almost 2 months, right?
Yeah.
Because it was January 20th, I think.
It's very, very bright in here. Do we normally have the work lights on and everything?
I don't think we had the work lights on, too.
I think it's because Michael's back there in the window. We don't want him to be dark.
We want to lose him there.
So
let's explain what this is about. For those
it's a
who
window.
don't, I know it's a window. What the whole thing is here, that we go have our green
It's
screen
a wall
up.
with a window.
You gonna tell this or not?
So this is the set for our current production.
Oh, wait, you have a slide?
Which is that's the wrong one. Oh my goodness.
No,
wait.
No, wait.
Technical difficulties.
This is not
there we
technical.
go. Murder at the prop table.
What's that?
What?
What'd you say, Al? Rookie.
Oh, whatever. He's distracting me. So Murder at the Prop Table, which opened this past weekend.
It did indeed.
And it's going to run through the 19th of this month.
2 more weekends.
Yeah, 2 more weekends.
Yep.
Yeah.
And our guest today is a cast member.
Is a cast member of that show. She's never been on our podcast before, and she's making her Phoenix stage debut in this particular show. So this is the set.
This is part of the
we are backstage of a show that is happening on the other side where Michael is. He's part of that show.
So we're backstage we're on stage backstage.
Correct.
As opposed to being.
And I know that was very confusing during rehearsals when I was like, okay, you're going to exit upright and go on stage.
We had to all write that down. Door.
Upright, right.
Door,
up, left.
Up. Oh my God. It was a challenge learning this stuff, especially since some of us are out of practice at doing this kind of thing.
It's been a while.
It has been a while.
And we just figured out that it's been like 6 weeks since we've been on the air.
Yeah. So
do we actually have people in the chat room tonight?
We do. We have Jeannie and Tony and Amber and Martha.
So the usual suspects, yeah. And I think we're going to be joined. And my sister in Tennessee is on, but she doesn't know how to sign on to YouTube.
Well, that's okay.
There's
my brother
going to use their mid-mall snacking, and I have no idea.
Hello, mid-mall snacking. We don't know who you are.
Say hello.
Say hello to Michael. And mid-mall snacking. I wonder what that is.
I don't know. I know my brother was talking about watching, but he probably forgot. And there's a 3-hour time difference.
He's out in California.
Yeah.
So, do you know that today?
I was wondering if you had the list of holidays.
I do. Today is National Blueberry Popover Day.
Wow, that's pretty specific.
National Blueberry Popover Day.
So wait a minute, you're telling me that somebody lobbied to say, I need a day, but it has to be just for blueberry popovers.
Yes, it's also National Pack Your Lunch Day.
With blueberry popovers.
And it is National Kidney Day.
Which are blueberry popovers are good for your
kidneys.
I
have jokes for all of those today. It's also National Women and Girl HIV/AIDS Awareness Day. And I just thought that was really inappropriate to have any kind of jokes about.
Yeah, so we'll leave that one.
Yeah.
Leave that one out there for now.
Yeah, so Tim. Hey, Tim.
Hey, what?
What do you call blueberries playing a guitar?
I don't know. What do you call blueberries playing guitar?
A jam session.
That is the sound. That is the sound of blueberries.
Did you intentionally pick those because they look like little corns laughing?
No,
because he said I have corny jokes. Liz said that I have corny jokes. She said her daughter likes my corny jokes.
Well, we have plenty of them.
We do have plenty of them.
And that's something new you've added to you find out every night when we have our show. Well, we've had 2 performances so far. You come out with your list of what national holiday it is,
Uh-huh.
and your jokes are geared towards that.
You get to hear that every time you
How
come to see
where
a
do you
show.
find these national days?
I ask Siri,
Siri tells
or you look it up.
Do you think she's just like playing with you? It's like I don't know. It's let's tell
I don't know, National Toe Jam Day. I don't know.
It's
Yeah,
national popcorn. Well, it's always National Popcorn Day here.
But you'll notice, so it's national, and international Kidney Day.
Oh wait, it's not just us.
Not just
The
us.
whole world,
Everybody celebrates kidneys today.
kidneys with a little bit of kidney pie.
No, Tim.
Oh,
no.
not that kind of kidney.
No, I
Kidney
found a joke.
beans.
I found a joke about kidneys, but it was incorrect.
What do you mean it was incorrect?
It is incorrect. What do you call an overweight kidney doctor who can also predict the weather?
What?
A meteorologist. Except that a kidney doctor is not a urologist. A kidney doctor is a nephrologist.
Oh, see, and Liz knew that.
Right, Liz?
She-
And a urologist
Well-
takes care of other things.
Obviously, whoever wrote that joke doesn't know their stuff.
They don't know, but I do.
But you do.
It's still kind of a funny joke.
So,
What's 120 pinto beans plus 120 kidney beans?
200, I don't know what.
Too farty. Hey!
Yeah, that was right up your alley.
I get it. Up your alley. I
Yeah,
get it.
I get it,
Okay.
yeah.
Mid-wall snacking is Merrick.
Oh,
Merrick.
that's
We have
awesome.
Martha and Merrick.
Okay, that's awesome. Mid-mall snagging. Yeah. So listen. So what have you been up to lately, Tim?
Well, the show, for one thing.
The show. And didn't you recently just celebrate something big with your wife?
We did. Laura and I just celebrated our 35th wedding anniversary.
35th wedding anniversary.
She put up with me for 35 years so
I was
far.
gonna say something like that, but
Yeah,
you know,
no, she was good. She was good about it. We went out to breakfast,
that's good.
and then after the show, we went out to dinner.
That's excellent.
So it is nice. Very, very quiet. Much quieter than it was 35 years ago.
I'm sure,
Yes.
because you remained sober through this year.
What? No. Yes. No. I was good during. I remember this very well. My friend Rick, who's in Florida now, my best man, he and I hung out that day and just took care of the business of the wedding day, and then we went to play basketball and stuff like that. And by the time we got to the reception, we realized that we had had one beer all day. So
So you made up for it.
it was a cash bar. I mean, it was an open bar, so we made up for it. One of my other ushers, Steph's, he's on. You can actually hear him on the wedding video going, "I want a bottle of champagne here and a bottle of champagne there, and there's never to be an empty bottle of champagne on this table." And the people took care of that.
That's awesome.
It was a lot of fun.
And it was also a good day for you today. Because
It was,
the
yes.
baseball strike ended.
Well, I'm wearing a lot of sports stuff. So I got my Bruins cap here because the Bruins are playing tonight. I'm wearing my Yukon because the Huskies are playing tonight at Madison Square Garden in the Big East tournament. The women just won. I'm wearing my Viking socks for no reason. But yeah, baseball is back, and I'm very excited about that.
Because you're getting ready to go on your trip.
We're
and
getting
you're-
ready to go, and we're going to, one of the things, we're planning to do a lot of different things on this trip, including seeing pretty much every national park that we can, but we're also talking to go every Major League Baseball park that we can. I've been to a lot of them. I want to see the rest of them.
Okay.
So that's kind of, we're pretty happy about that. So yeah, it's a big sports day for people like me. That's probably the only one on this podcast.
I like
At least
sports.
with baseball, yeah.
You like what that?
I said at least when it comes to baseball.
You like
yeah.
baseball?
I'm not a fan of baseball.
You're not.
No, it's the one sport that I can't.
I prefer to watch baseball live. If I'm
Baseball
going
is
to
the best
do baseball,
game
right?
of them all. Baseball is the best one.
Okay,
to
so
watch.
for all of you chatting out there, Michael needs something to do.
Yes, because
So tell us if you like sports, and if you do, is there a favorite sport that you like? And do you like to watch it live or on TV? What's your preference? Let
know.
Michael know, and he'll
If-
tell us.
if Deb Cry were on, but I don't think she is, she would tell you she and her husband Jeff are huge sports fans.
Yes, they are.
We've gone to hockey games with them. We've gone to baseball games with them. Yeah, they love the sport.
I've learned to love hockey. I love hockey.
Hockey is another one that I prefer. I can watch it on TV, and I will tonight. But I like it being live.
Yeah.
And minor league, college, pros, it's all the same.
The only sport I don't like watching live is football games.
Yeah, I can
Because
understand
you're
that.
far, far away, but also
Yeah.
they take those really long breaks.
Yes.
Really long breaks, really long breaks, really
Commercial
long breaks.
breaks,
Yeah,
yeah.
lots of them. So I prefer to watch that
Have
on
you ever
TV.
been to an NFL game?
Not an NFL. I've been to the Army.
And you're a big
Air Force
Packer
games.
fan. I know you are.
I'm a huge
you
Packer
love Packer
fan.
fans. I'm a huge, as you can tell, a huge Viking fan. Have been for 60 years.
What did he say back there? What did you say
I've
back
never
there?
been.
Same.
Oh, you like the Packers?
Oh, you're a Packer
okay.
fan?
I
Okay.
thought he was making some kind of snide remark about the Packers, but he likes them too.
But if you were ever given the chance, would you go to a Packer game?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I agree with you though. It is college football the same. It's much easier to watch it from home.
I prefer watching it.
Yeah, because at home you have the snacks and you have the bathrooms and
Yeah. Hey, we have birthdays.
we have a lot of birthdays.
A lot of birthdays, Al. We need some music.
Yeah, so let's go do the birthdays. Oh, that's pretty loud.
Wow,
Let's
that's-
bring that down a little bit.
Yeah, you don't have to. Take off the headphones.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Now you can talk.
Okay, so what's today? Today's the 10th.
It's the 10th.
So in 2 days, Michael's good friend, Simone Matusewicz,
Matasevich.
Matasevich.
has her birthday.
Yep.
And then a couple days later, coming up, our good friend Jameson Willie
The Ides of March.
is coming up on the Ides of March 15th.
Also
Now,
St. Patrick's Day.
that's St. Patrick's Day.
It is.
Yes. Because we haven't had a podcast in 5 or 6 weeks, we've missed a lot of birthdays.
We missed a lot. We're sorry. We missed
We
you.
missed you. So here's a list of a few of the people that we missed their birthdays. I'm sure there's more. Roseanne Elliott, Val Vitello, Beth Steinberg, Michael Calabrese, Tracy Brown, Emperor Dunphy, John Cummings, and Becky Venable, among others.
Yeah,
we
I have to tell you, I'm really terrible with birthdays, and I'm trying so hard. I'm not on Facebook, so I don't get reminders. So
And that's the only way
to
I'm
all
getting-
my friends on that list that I didn't reach out to, I'm sorry. Happy birthday!
Yeah, I missed them too because it comes up. Hey, this person's birthday that day, but I'm not on Facebook.
Yeah.
I go on. Laura goes on as much as I do, or even more than I do now. So I tend to miss that stuff.
Yeah.
I tend to only go on when I have to do an update of something.
Yeah.
But yeah. So if we missed your birthday, we're sorry. We'll be back in 2 weeks. We'll do some more birthdays.
Yeah, we'll do some more birthdays in a
Yeah.
couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And
So
yeah, my week's been busy. I've been over at the store working and trying to get things settled in.
we should.
and
Well, I think the last podcast we said you were finally out of Waterbury.
out of Waterbury, and
Yep.
now I'm just going through boxes and boxes and boxes
There
and
was
boxes
so much
and
stuff.
boxes. Today I found more stuff that I went, wow.
I was gonna say, are you still getting surprises?
Yes.
Which is kind of funny.
Yeah, today I found Halloween masks, but they are Native American
Okay.
masks
Yeah.
with fake braids on them and war paint, and
Oh.
it's really inappropriate and sad.
Oh.
I know that
I was
at
gonna
one
say-
point people bought these things. He's been there since 1967,
I
and
was gonna
so
say, send them to the
so
to the Washington
a
Redskins.
lot
up in,
of the stuff was in boxes in storage or whatever, and so
Yeah.
it's some of it's not always appropriate.
I hear the door.
I think our studio audience has
Our
arrived.
studio audience finally has arrived.
Yeah,
Arrived.
yeah. So
They've had a few drinks.
I was actually on the phone today with my sister from Tennessee, and I FaceTimed with her to show her some of the big piles of stuff I was finding.
Yeah.
And so but it's getting there. It's slowly getting there.
Well, and it's going to be a long process
Yeah,
for a long time.
yeah. But right now I'm renting a lot of
I was
Easter
going to say
bunnies.
you are open for business, though.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Well, I'm open by appointment
By
right now.
appointment only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to clean the front hallway so that I have an organized place to actually have people come in and pick things up, because we're renting a lot of Easter bunnies right now.
Well, yeah. It's that time. We're in Lent now.
Yeah, but you helped me move,
Yes.
and we weren't very smart about that, because the Easter
We should
bunnies
probably-
the Easter bunny heads were the first ones I moved, so they're underneath all of the other heads.
Oh.
So now I have to go and find them somewhere. They're somewhere in that little room.
They're a big Easter bunny. How hard is it to find? Oh, wait, no, there were how many heads there were there?
There were 49 other character
Other,
heads
Yeah.
and 19 Easter Bunny heads. So the 19 Easter Bunny heads are under the characters.
Oh my.
Yeah. So, but it's getting there. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
I'm
Hello,
glad-
studio audience. Ah,
Oh,
see,
there
there's
they are.
coffee out there. Help yourselves and tea and
How was-
where everything
how was
else is.
Rose?
Very good.
They
Yeah.
ate it.
They
Yeah,
ate
our
at the
studio
Rose
audience went to
Pizza.
Rose
Rose
Pizza
Pizza.
here in town.
One of our favorite places.
Yeah,
to go.
it's really
that?
good.
We got the healthy pizza.
Well,
Healthy pizza.
Why bother
That's
healthy
like an
pizza?
oxymoron, isn't it?
Yeah, my favorite one to get there is the mounds of meat.
Mounds of meat.
Yeah,
It's a good one.
carnivore
Yeah.
pizza.
Careful. I know where you're going with that.
We don't have a
Anyway.
graphic for that, Michael.
No,
Sorry.
we don't. So
It's too graphic.
yes.
Yeah.
sure. So we opened Murder at the Prop Table.
We did open Murder at the Prop Table.
How do you think the weekend went for you?
It was good. We were a little bit out of practice, and tech was a little bit rough on Saturday night, and we had some issues with things like knives not staying in people's bags and stuff. And so that audience left with really not knowing anything about murder because it just wasn't very successful.
We fixed it.
But Sunday was much more successful,
Yeah.
and it went very, very well. And
We should point out this is it's a farce.
yeah, it's not Shakespeare.
It's not Shakespeare. He's constantly telling Jonathan.
Not
Jonathan
Shakespeare.
Ross, this is not Shakespeare, and that Jonathan's actually having a lot of fun.
And it's a very fast show.
It is.
The first act is 38 minutes long, and the second act is about 29 minutes long.
Although if you laugh, it lasts longer.
Well, they are laughing,
They are
Tim. It's
laughing.
not like what? It's a pretty funny little show.
It is a fun show. It's physical. There's a lot of physical comedy in this show,
A lot of physical comedy, and the actors have to let themselves go in this one
and they
and be silly.
pretty much.
It's
have.
silly.
Yeah.
I think it's probably like the silliest thing I've ever seen Jonathan Ross do.
I think you're right because he
Yeah.
does tend to like the more serious roles, but he
Yes.
has a very strong comedic background.
Yes, he does.
And he's very solid. Liz is very solid with it
Yeah.
because she kind of plays. Well, we'll talk about that
Yeah.
when she comes on.
When she
But
comes on.
yeah, there's a lot of silliness in this play, and believe me, if you just want to come out and have a night of just laughter and fun and popcorn, this is the show for you.
It is a good show for that.
And
It
we're,
is.
we're at that point of the year where the winter's winding down and you're starting to get anxious to get out of the house.
Right.
And this is a perfect opportunity for you. And we have two more weekends, 5 more performances,
Yes.
right? So you definitely want to come see the show.
Yeah. And hey, speaking of a good time,
Oh,
it's time for another joke. So as I said earlier, today is National Blueberry Popover Day,
yeah, they missed it.
National Pack Your Lunch Day, and National Kidney Day.
Yes. Kidney.
Yes. Yes.
And I bet he's already given the kidney joke. So
Hey, Tim,
hey, what?
why do elephants wear blue shoes?
I don't know. Why do elephants wear blue shoes?
So they can hide in the blueberry bushes.
I had a feeling.
Have you ever seen an elephant in a blueberry bush?
I have never. So apparently they're
So it
really good.
works.
So I guess they're very good at it.
It's true. Yeah, it's a really good one.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. What do you get, Tim?
Yes.
This is for National Pack Your Lunch Day.
Pack your lunch.
What do you get when you leave your lunch in your lunchbox for a few days?
I don't know. What do you get when you leave your lunch in the lunch box for a few days?
Peanut butter and smelly sandwiches.
Oh, I got a groan. I got a few groans. Yeah.
Ah!
You missed that, haven't you?
That was really good. It was really good. Yeah. So beyond this show, we're in rehearsals now for
Yes, I was
our
gonna
upcoming
ask that.
production of The Revolutionists
They just
by
pretty
Laura
much-
Gunderson.
we cast it and they've
They've had a read through. They had their first blocking rehearsal.
Nice.
They were supposed to rehearse again last night, but they called it off because of weather. Because a
that's
couple
true.
of the
It was kind of
one of the
messy.
actresses and the stage manager live an hour away.
Yeah.
So they didn't want to chance it, so they had a Zoom rehearsal last night.
A Zoom rehearsal.
Yes, they had a Zoom rehearsal.
Okay.
Uh,
That's different.
so that works really well. We have
This is a show. Let's talk about this show. This is a 4-woman show, right?
It is. It's 4 women during the French Revolution in 1759. They're 4 badass women. One is a playwright. One is an assassin. One is an activist, and the other is Marie Antoinette, the Queen of France. Yeah.
Yes.
And it is a really great script,
Yeah.
and we have a really powerful cast. Tori Rishnovsky is playing Marie Antoinette.
Everything Tori does
Beautifully.
is wonderful. So this should be good.
Loretta Fedrick is playing Marianne, who is the activist who is fighting slavery in the Caribbean, because I didn't know, but at that time, the French were enslaving people in the Caribbean to grow sugar
Oh, I did
because they needed it for their pastries and such.
Right.
And then Caroline Allman is playing the assassin, and the playwright is being played by Kate Kozlowski. So these are three of the performers are making their stage debut
That's
here at Phoenix
wonderful.
Stage Company. And it's being directed by Chris Evans,
Who's
stage
making
managed by Teresa.
His directorial debut.
Well, he's
With
directed,
us.
he's directed one act with us
before,
before.
but
This is his first full
big-
show with
yeah,
us.
Yeah,
I'm really happy for him, and he had a huge turnout at his audition, so he kind of
That's
had cream of the
wonderful.
crop coming out.
that's great.
So many new faces coming out, and old friends that we saw.
Yeah,
But it's going to be a powerful show, a very very
that's
powerful
terrific.
show.
That's good. And that goes up when?
That goes up on April 23rd and runs through May 7th.
Wow.
Yeah.
That'll come here. That'll be here before you know it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it goes fast. It
Yeah,
goes
It
fast,
does.
and
well, our whole process with prop table just seemed to boom, like all of a sudden we're
well,
we're
you
ahead.
had a total of 12 rehearsals, including tech.
Yeah, and half of that was tech. So yeah, it came quick. It came quick.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
you guys pulled it out. You
we
did
had
really,
fun.
really well.
We
You
had
did
fun.
really well.
We got a cast that's we should probably talk about that. Our cast besides Liz, we get and Jonathan. We also have Tim Cleary and Laura
Laura Sturgis Cortez and
Cortez
Tony Benedetti.
Benedetti.
Yeah, Tim
Benedetti.
Cleary is actually in this show for the 3rd time, the
Yes.
3rd production as Hal the Gardener, you idiot.
So he was in the first one in Thomaston.
In
right?
Thompson when
And
they
then-
first did the show. And then we
also
did,
in
and then I
Naugatuck.
did some rewrites based on that.
Yeah.
Did some rewrites and some updating, and then he was in Naugatuck, and then the show was published after that.
So no rewrites after this one then.
No, it's published.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although you've had some ideas of things. to
Sure I
do.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look at it and go,
Oh, I could do that. I could do that.
should have done
My
that.
play.
Well, no, I can't because
Well,
it's
you can do it.
published.
Well, we can do it here, but don't tell anybody.
Yeah, no, it's published, so
Yeah.
you really can't.
But isn't it that if you want to make a change to a show you're doing, you just have to get permission from the writer, or it's from the publisher and the writer?
Publisher and the writer. If you want to change a gender but you generally you notify the publisher and the publisher notifies the playwright. So like when this play was being done in Turkey,
Right.
I was getting emails from the professor at the college in Turkey asking me to explain the humor. And I told him he had to go to the publisher first,
Yes.
and they had to notify me to contact him.
Oh, okay.
Like
Did that
that's a
happen?
circle. Yes.
Okay.
And I don't know how
So,
successful we
was
were.
that a case of it didn't translate?
Right. The humor wasn't translating. So he wanted me to explain my humor.
Oh,
sweet.
to be a fly on the wall for that conversation. So let me tell you about the farts.
There are no farts in this
There are no
show.
farts in this show.
No, that's
Although
in my
there's-
neck. That's in the next script.
There's
That
plenty-
we're working on.
Yes. sure,
Called
we-
Cabin Fever.
He's working on it.
And I wrote a part specifically for Tim. He plays twins, and they're very gassy. He plays a
Did I
twin
mention-
boy and girl.
Did I mention I'm retiring after this show?
So you'll have plenty of time
No,
to
retiring.
do the show Cabin Fever.
Not retiring from work, retiring from stage.
Yeah.
Um,
And that show
yes.
came about because we were doing a fundraiser called Cabin Fever
Yes.
3 years ago now,
What?
almost. Yeah. 2019.
The spring of 20.
It was in January, and we were at a pizza place. We called it Cabin Fever because it was winter, and hey,
Yes.
and it rained. It was raining so hard the parking lot was flooded.
Yeah.
And my sister Deb had 2 friends there, and I was talking to them, and she said, "Where are you going to do the show?" And I looked around the room and said, "What are you talking about?" She said, "Cabin Fever." I thought you were doing a show called Cabin Fever. No, that's what the event is called, but I'll write you a play. And I did. I wrote this play called Cabin Fever. And I wrote parts for Tim. He plays twin, Olga and Sven.
Olga
And Sven,
and Sven.
a nurse and a butler, and they're
I
gassy.
gotta get rid of that.
Yeah. So
Almost.
interesting. Yeah.
I'm also writing a play, Tim. It's a one-man show written just for you called Let's Just See What Else We Can Get Tim to Do.
It's true, right? Yeah.
What hasn't he done?
But we do have a little bit of a season update
Yes, we should talk about that.
that we have to talk about. So scheduled in our season for June, immediately after Revolution is a show called Alabama Story. And there's been a little bit of a challenge with that one because we were given a manuscript, or I bought a manuscript of the show, and it was a digital copy. And that's what I read and fell in love with the show and thought it was right for us. We applied for the license, received the license, paid the license, and then sat back and waited.
Right.
And I have been going on and trying to purchase the scripts for our auditions because the digital script they sent was locked. So you couldn't print it, share it, do anything with it. And then eventually my code expired and I wasn't able to read it anymore.
Right.
And so contacting the publisher time and time again, and then looking at I knew something was up because I was looking at their performance schedules and saw that no other theater was performing this piece until 2023. And that made kind of like, I was trying to figure out what was going on.
But before you go that any further, by this time, you had already put it in the season.
We'd already put it in the
told
season. We
everybody.
printed it up. We sold season tickets. We
Yeah.
did all of that
Right.
stuff because we had the license and
Right.
we had paid the license.
Right.
So we were good to go. And it turns out that we weren't supposed to get that license.
Surprise!
That they issued the license in error because they won't have these scripts in print anytime soon. So
It seems like an easy fix.
it's not really that easy.
Yeah. Well, you go to Kinko's.
No,
Or
it's not that
Staples.
easy. Listen, when this play, Murder at the Prop Table, went to print,
Yes.
it took 6 months of back and forth editing.
Really?
I was on their website already as a play that was coming available.
Yeah.
But it took 6 months of back and forth editing, fixing, tweaking, approval, this
Really?
and that before it went to the before
Like-
it went to the printer.
Like what? What would they come back and say? Like this line doesn't
They
make
need
sense,
they
or-
need your approval on where things are positioned on a page. You had to approve everything that was
Wow,
going
for
on
the
in that
layout
process.
and everything.
Everything.
Huh.
So I now this company was recently purchased by a larger company and became part of a bigger company. And I think
That's
we're not the only theater in this area this has happened to.
right.
It happened to one other theater
Yeah.
that we won't talk about, but the same thing happened to them.
Yeah.
They were given a license when they weren't supposed to be given a license. So we cannot do Alabama Story in June. I've already spoken to Foster.
Right.
We've had a discussion. I'm talking to that publisher now, and they'll be refunding our money for the license, and then hopefully we will include that in the 2023 season, and they won't charge us for it.
Because you despite the technical problems, you still love the story.
It's a great story.
Yeah.
It's a great story, and it's a great actor's play that I think people will enjoy doing.
Right.
So, I want to keep it, on the short list, and rather than try and struggle right now with trying to find something to throw into a June time slot,
Yes.
we're going to notify our subscribers of the situation and let them know that we're going to figure something out for them. We'll figure something out, but in June, instead of doing a full production, we're going to be doing a couple of other events. I'm talking to a couple of bands to come in and do some
Right.
concerts because Stiletto went really well here for us.
We had a lot of fun with
and
that.
and they had fun, but there's a couple of other bands that have reached out. I'm also talking with Cheyenne Wallent about helping us put together another event
Mhm.
for the month of June. So we'll do other stuff, but to go out and dig up another title
Right.
and match it with a director and do all of the stuff you have to do to get a show ready, it doesn't make sense.
Not to
do that
mention the
right
fact
now.
that we already did that this year.
We did that with this show.
with this show that's on right now. This was not originally what we were planning to do
No.
for this time
No.
slot.
And we haven't been through this for a long time. There was a season back, like I think it was 2013, our 2013 season.
Yeah.
Man, we kept hitting holes. We were doing Death Trap, and then Death Trap got pulled because it was going to Broadway. And then we had a musical, and we couldn't cast it, so we had to cancel the musical.
Right.
And then it was just one after another, after another, after another, after another.
Right.
And so we've been here before, and we will be okay, and it will be fine.
Yep.
It's just a challenge.
But to our subscribers, please be patient.
Just be patient. This is not anybody's fault. It was a system.
Just
Most of these
a glitch.
most of these licenses are automatic.
Yeah.
So it was a setting that was wrong on something.
Yeah.
When you apply for a license, they just make sure that you don't owe them any money. And if you don't owe them any money, then they approve your license, as long as it's not on restriction, because
Right.
some professional theater in your area is doing the show.
Sure.
So it's a computer thing.
Yeah.
It's a setting that's
And like you said,
off.
they were just incorporated into another company or
They
whatever.
were.
So
And
yeah,
that's happening a lot. A lot of our smaller houses are getting bought up by
By the big
larger,
houses,
and
yeah.
so we're running into this
Yeah,
situation
so
of
there's always gonna be
catalogs being iffy.
problems with that kind of stuff.
right.
The rest of the season, we're good though, right? This
Well, I mean, Romeo and Juliet, he's dead, so
so he's not gonna.
Shakespeare's dead. He ain't gonna take it from us.
That is
So
Shakespeare.
we're pretty good with that,
Yeah.
and we own all the materials and stuff for Head Over Heels.
Yes.
So unless it goes back to Broadway, I think we'll be pretty good. Yeah,
Don't even say it.
yeah, right. Yeah, and Barney the Vampire is paid for, ready to go, and
Yep.
and the One Night Festival is going to be fabulous.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
Now, that's in
September
Yeah,
15,
yeah.
16, and 17.
We should take a moment to again thank the people that have stepped in and kept this place active. Cheyenne and her two cabarets
Yeah,
were tremendous.
yeah, they were really very
They
good.
were very good, and a lot of people came out to see them.
Yeah.
A lot of people that had never walked through these doors before
It's true.
came to see them.
Yep.
And like we just briefly mentioned, Stiletto and the band with our friend Sean Lewis in it, they were amazing.
And you had fun.
I had a lot of fun. I annoyed the heck out of Casey. Casey was sitting next to me. Lori was sitting next to me for a while because I tend to dance with my arms.
Yeah, you were.
I
We
just-
watched you. It was like he was either having a seizure or doing aerobics.
Do you ever see those inflatable things? They have it like, yeah, that's what I was doing.
Michael, you didn't make it to Stiletto.
No,
No, I did not make it that night.
it was a lot of fun.
unfortunately.
And the fun thing about
I mean,
Stiletto,
all the cabarets, I just didn't make it to
Yeah.
Stiletto. I had plans.
Stiletto, they were used to performing. They did over at the Landmark, but they tend to go to bars and play at bars. So when you play it, a band like that, when you play at bars, you're going to get pretty much ignored. People come to drink and socialize and have a good time, and they like the music. The people that came here for Stiletto were people that wanted to hear them play. And I think that caught them off guard because the people enjoyed every single song. They enjoyed
I think
everything.
I think the space lends itself well.
Yes,
This
it's a comfortable.
She was
space.
able to go up into the seats and
was very
sing with
involved,
people and
yeah.
dance with people.
Yeah,
And several of the members of the band commented on how they felt like they were in their living room. They really loved
Yeah.
this space,
yeah.
and they loved that. So
And we were very
we're
welcoming to it, too.
I'm talking right now with a Bon Jovi tribute band.
Okay.
They're great,
Yeah, yeah.
and I hope that they'll be able to come and hang here and do some music. It'll be a really good
That'd be
event.
fun.
I think
That'd
it'll be a
fun.
really fun
Yeah,
event.
yeah.
And there were a lot of people that were here that night that had never been to the theater, didn't realize that the building was even here
Right.
being used. They thought
Right.
it was vacant.
Yeah.
And they're asking for more events like that. There are people that are not theater goers that will come for events like that.
Yeah.
And so,
It's a
we'll
way
see
to
what we can
expose them
do.
into
And
what we have.
we have to do what we can to keep the doors
Sure,
open.
sure.
And we
Yeah.
enjoyed it. We had a
Yeah.
good time.
It was a wonderful time. I had no voice. Next day was our tech Sunday,
Yeah.
and I had absolutely no voice. But and the cast kind of appreciated that.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun. They really covered it well, and it was surprising because their lead singer was female, and but she was outstanding.
Yeah, it was
Her-
great.
Her voice was wonderful.
She whipped out that harmonica.
Oh, I tell you, they did them all. And they said we have a lot more that we could do, but we were trying to limit. And as it was, I think we went over like 45 minutes over their scheduled time.
We did. They just wanted to keep playing, and they asked permission, and I
Yeah.
said, "Go ahead."
People were
Whatever.
enjoying it.
People loved it.
Yes.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Hey Tim,
Hey, what?
why wouldn't the oysters share their lunch?
I don't know. Why wouldn't the oyster shell share the lunch?
Because they were too shellfish.
Well, I can't wait to find out what Friday's holiday is. I think that would probably be a good time to bring our guests. on,
Yeah,
don't
we
you
do.
think?
We should bring our guest on because it is right now. It's like, yeah.
We'd be
Okay.
at intermission of our show.
So Barbie has been texting, and Deb doesn't have her phone out.
Oh.
My sister Barbie, she likes football on TV, and she likes the Bruins live.
Oh,
What do we have from you?
Amber Dunphy likes baseball but hockey live. Martha likes football on TV but baseball live. Lori Rishnovsky likes baseball or football live.
Yeah.
Dana prefers college basketball, but he'll watch any sports.
That's all right.
But he typically, he likes them live, but he
Yeah.
typically watches them on TV. And one special one on it. Amber said she's gonna miss Wolfpack games with Donna Storms and her homemade cookies.
Yeah.
that's true. The Wolfpack games.
Yeah, we have to, before the shutdown, we had scheduled a Wolfpack fundraiser
That's true.
where we were going to be going to see a hockey game as a
Yes,
fundraiser for
yes,
Phoenix.
that's
So
right.
we'll start working
We'll
on
see
that
what we can.
again. We'll
But
start working on that.
to the point that people were making and you made, going to especially a minor league baseball game, it's 3 hours and you just have so much time to sit and talk and catch up because so little action is happening. On the field.
I think, Tim, that you should write a show about you at a Bruins game, and we'll just sit here and look at the audience like they're the hockey game.
Oh, let me think about that.
It would be a night. It would be a night at the Bruins.
game. Like no, a night with the BU hockey team because that's
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
BU.
I'm a Boston University season ticket holder, and I brought Ed to a game this year. Right, it was
Yeah.
this season.
Yeah.
And he had never experienced that before.
It was
and there's
experience.
a lot that goes on. These college hockey games, they're crazy.
Now you had to wear your mask, and if you took it off, the man with the paddle would wave the paddle at you. It said, "Put your mask on."
yes,
I
Even if
have
you're-
this big
I was like,
beer
I
and
have this beer. It's like in between sips. Put your mask back. Oh.
put your mask on. Put your mask on. And then the band is playing, and there's some hairy guy that waves a flag, and everybody goes crazy, and it's like it was nuts.
Okay, so well, I don't want to.
Anyway, it is
It's a
time
lot
for
of fun.
us to bring
Yes.
our guest up.
Yes,
So with us tonight, live and in person,
in person.
is Liz Jaffin. Jaffin?
Jaffin.
Jaffin.
Alan Jaffin.
Liz Jaffin. Come
Yes,
on up, Liz,
down,
and have a seat.
Liz. Welcome to our.
Welcome to
Oh
Take
my God, you're
Flight
almost out of
Live.
beer, so I
Thank
could
you.
never get
Thank you,
another
studio
beer.
Oh,
audience.
she needs another beer.
Yeah.
Getting
Well,
there, yeah.
we've
Yeah.
been talking a lot. So.
What is it?
It was one that we had downstairs.
It was one of the IPAs.
Oh, I'll have to get something from out there
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I have to, when it's time for the game, I step away so you can spend.
Well,
I go get the
anything of an
prizes,
IPA
so I'll-
nature
Yes,
will be fine.
absolutely. How are you,
So-
I'm
Liz?
just fine, thank you, Ed.
I feel so far away from you,
I
but
know,
we have
I
no. It's
know,
okay.
I
We got to
know,
leave
I
Michael
know.
in the
We
picture.
gotta have
Yeah.
the window. We gotta have the window visible.
The
have to have
window
the
is
window.
very important
It's
to this
very
play.
important.
Very, very important to this play.
It
And
is.
We're not going to tell you why, but it's important.
And there was a
Sometimes
lot
it-
of practice with that, wasn't
There
there?
was a lot of practice with that.
Don't
We were-
stand too far back. Don't
Don't
stick
stand
your
in the
head
middle.
through it.
Liz, we can't see you.
Yes,
You're standing too
don't-
far back.
don't
Stick your
stand-
head out the window.
Don't
more.
stand with
Don't
the
with the middle
beam in
thing,
your,
yeah.
in your,
Yeah.
there was a
Make sure
lot.
you open it all the way.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
close it all the
And
way.
close it all the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had to put
Yeah.
weights on the bottom of the curtain.
Because
Not their
we're
fault. It's just the
actors.
curtains
No,
would
we're
stay
actors.
open
We don't know
sometimes.
this
And
stuff.
yellow tape so we knew where to grab it.
Yeah.
It's true.
So this is Liz's first show with the Phoenix Stage.
Now you were in rehearsal with Enchanted April before the shutdown.
I was, yes.
Great show, right?
It would have been.
Yeah.
Company.
Yeah. And we had a lot of new people in that cast as well, but we couldn't get the license when we came back. We reapplied for the license and couldn't get it.
Right.
It was on restriction.
So
So,
maybe in a year or two.
Yeah, that would be good because I spent like a year and a half.
right. So you're
Reading-
so,
reading it over. It's
your
actually
life.
pretty good.
So
on that
you're-
play.
so you're
I'm
off
pretty
book.
good.
You're off
Yeah,
book.
I'm pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a beautiful play, and
It
I
is,
would
yeah.
love to get it back here. It would do well in this space, I think.
written by the same playwright who wrote Fireflies.
I did not know that.
Yes, one of the reasons why we wanted to do the show.
Because Fireflies was an amazing show.
It was a beautiful
Just a
script.
beautiful show.
Did you like Fireflies, Michael?
I did. I really like
I caught it mid yawn. I'm trying to keep him. I'm trying to keep him awake.
No, my sinuses are bothering me.
Do you
for
need
some
a
reason.
water or
Can
anything?
we get you something?
You need a
You know,
Tylenol?
I have cheese sticks over here.
I'm all good.
Okay.
I'm gonna
They're
close the
props. I don't know if there's anything in there or not. There probably is.
Those are there because Donna Storms.
Yes.
Those
Those
were-
were her favorite snack, apparently.
Uh,
Or one of her favorite snacks.
Well, she bought a case of them when
Yeah.
she was in rehab, and then she didn't get to eat them. She passed away, and
So
so
we inherited.
we inherited them. And since Donna Storms directed this show when it won the Connecticut Playwrights Project, Lori Poulin put those on the
That's
set
a nice
That's
touch.
nice.
as
Yeah,
a
very
remembrance
nice
of
touch.
touch.
Donna.
Yeah. We'll show
Yeah.
you a picture outside.
So tell us about the other shows you've been in. You were in Rumors in
I
Woodbury,
was in
Directed
Rumors
by,
It Would Be.
I
directed by-
directed,
Yes.
and Tim was stage manager and worked a lot
Yes.
on that with
Yes.
you as well. What
Yes.
other?
Well,
stage?
the only other play I was in Calendar Girls.
Oh, in
At-
Woodbury
at
as well.
yeah, Woodbury
Okay.
as well, yeah, which was
It's a
Which
challenge.
was a lot of fun.
play.
I
Now, let's talk about that. The Calendar Girls is they made a movie of it.
yes.
Helen Mirren and I was in a production
Julie
of that
Walters.
Torrington,
Torrington,
at the Warner.
at the Warner. It's about women who undress tastefully
Yes, tastefully.
For a calendar.
for a
very
calendar
tastefully.
as a fundraiser.
Mhm.
How did that go over in Woodbury?
Oh, very well.
Yeah,
Yes, they were packed. I mean, it was packed
yeah.
every night. I'm sure,
And was
I'm
there?
sure people were hoping they were going to get a little glimpse of something, but they didn't.
Well, here's the interesting thing about when the Warner did it. They cast a wonderful group in there, and I got to play in that show too. But they also put just women for the crew,
Oh, okay.
so it would make the other women on stage less uncomfortable.
Yeah, we all started off very like, oh, we can't, can't
It's
show anything.
basically the full Monty or semi-full Monty version for women.
Yeah, but everything was hidden, so we all had props that we were
Right,
hidden behind. But we
right.
were, we all started off like,
Yeah,
and by the end, we were all like, okay, we just like put it out there. And it was like,
it's
yeah,
liberating,
you
isn't it?
you kind of lose your inhibitions after a while.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, some women were like, okay, I'm not showing anything, and they were like, behind.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
But then
Now,
by the
were
end- by the end, we all-
you always
And that was your-
interested in theater?
I did a little bit when I was a teenager. I joined some youth theater group, but we didn't really do any actual shows. It was just more like, improvisation and stuff like that. And then I did nothing until Calendar Girls. But I'd wanted to get back into it, and like Calendar Girls just seemed like the thing to do. But it was.
Now, I'm sure people out there are wondering, you have an accent.
I do
Where,
have an
where are
accent.
you
Those are
from?
my
Yes, I am from England, which is where Calendar Girls took place. Idaho. I'm from Idaho.
Idaho.
You have to come and see the show
That's
to
a
know what
joke,
that's
yeah,
about.
yes.
Yeah.
Apparently, Idaho is funny. I didn't know when I wrote it, but it's funny.
Yes. So how long have you been, when did you come over from England?
I've been here like 30 years now.
Is that right?
Yeah, maybe even longer. I don't even want to think about it, but
Oh
yes.
my, okay.
Yeah.
So when you were 2.
When I was 2, thank you. Thank you, Tim. I love you. I love you.
I love you too.
I came over originally with an organization called Camp America that sent like college students out to work at summer camps.
Okay.
So I did that a couple of years, and then I stayed.
Legally.
Of course, legally.
Okay.
Of course,
wanna-
legally. Yes. And of course, it was legal.
I know what you know.
Yeah, yeah.
I know what that's
Um,
showing up in
And
our
then
podcast.
sort of,
there.
yes, and that.
And what do you do for work now?
I'm an occupational therapist. I work with the Waterbury Public Schools for a company called Access Rehab. I do a couple of days there, and I do the Birth to 3, State Birth to 3 program. So I go to people's homes and work with their children under the age of 3.
Oh, that's very
Yes.
interesting.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
I didn't know there was like occupational therapy for 3-year-olds.
Yeah, yeah,
That's really interesting.
Seems like your occupation would be just being a 3-year-old.
exactly. It's exactly what it is. I
Well, you'd
mean,
be amazed
yeah.
how many 3-year-olds don't know how to be a 3-year-old.
They don't know how.
Yeah, so it's a very transitionary program. So we do a lot of just developmental skills, helping families, and it's really a coaching model. So we help the families develop skills that they can use to.
It is
help their children develop.
amazing to me how many people we have here at Phoenix Stage Company, volunteers, actors who are teachers and therapists and do all of these things and healthcare. So many.
Social kind of work.
So many.
Yeah.
So many. We had, for a while, we had like, I don't know, 4 speech pathologists.
Oh, okay.
In the
That's
room,
right.
you know.
That's right.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing to me how so many of the people that do theater are involved in that.
So,
Mhm.
so Liz,
Kind
your
of
first play was Calendar Girls.
Yes.
Did you know what the play was about when you auditioned?
Yeah,
for
I'd
it?
seen the movie.
Okay, so you knew,
Yeah.
and you were still drawn
I
to
was
it.
still drawn to it. Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of amazing.
It's ballsy.
So it really is. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
And-
I assumed it would be done tastefully. I mean,
And Liz auditioned for Alibis.
I did.
Yes,
which
she
was the play that was supposed to happen in this time slot.
Right.
We didn't get enough people to audition. So, then we went to a 2-man show that we couldn't get the rights to. And then
Which I'm
we
grateful
landed
for.
with this show. Yeah, I'm kind of thankful too.
Yeah.
We landed with this
Was it
show
gonna
and
be
I,
you two?
Yeah.
and I
Okay.
called Liz and said, so this is what we're doing. Did you know what you were getting into?
No.
Like, wow.
The
I have to
beauty-
say, when I auditioned for Alibis, I'm so busy at work right now, and I'm going on vacation in a couple of weeks.
Oh yes, because I remember your audition.
wrote
Her
down-
audition
I
form
wrote down,
said
I
not
don't
many
want,
lines.
I don't want too many lines.
Well, she doesn't have too many lines.
Oh no, not so many.
I told her it's an ensemble role. It's the same thing I said to Jonathan
Yes.
when I called him and he said, is it a big role? I said, it's ensemble.
Yeah.
It's ensemble role.
Yeah.
Which is true, but there's
I
still
tell
a
you,
lot of lines.
It is. I mean, we have our usual backstage group there, all of us scanning our
yeah,
scripts
yeah.
every night.
Yeah.
But
And there are 3 scenes that you're on book.
Well, that does
that's
help.
it is a beautiful
That does
thing.
help.
When we get to those scenes, we're all like,
Phew.
oh, glad we just put the script right there and just read it.
Yeah,
But it's a lot of fun.
it's a
We do
great
have
play.
a lot of fun with this.
It's great. I love it.
And this is the kind of play that towards the end of Hell Week or towards the end of the week going into opening, we just wanted to get an audience. We just really wanted to, we got tired of people not laughing.
Mhm.
We really wanted to hear, and you've done enough comedies, and Michael, you've done comedies. You know that it changes the dynamic of the entire play when you have an audience that's actually out there laughing at
Mhm.
things.
Yeah, you were backstage saying, "I can't wait to get an audience."
Yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah.
just want a little more time.
I feel like
Just a
I
few
feel
more
with
rehearsals.
you've hit a wall at a certain point with comedies where you need that audience so that you can
Yes.
figure out if things are landing and if they're not, and if that's
It's
the
true.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like every time we rehearse the Christmas show, we're like, oh,
Is this really funny anymore?
it's just really funny. And then we do it in front of an audience and they're guffawing like crazy.
Yeah.
So like, I guess we kept that in for a
Mhm.
reason.
Yeah.
And that's how this play is. There's a lot of physical humor. There's a lot of sight humor in this. The script is very good too.
It's a great script. Yeah.
And we do have a lot of fun with that.
Mhm.
And I think that's kind of like the thing that really makes this one is the people we have in this show get the comedy involved.
Because they know.
They know his
Nay.
stupid humor. Yeah. So
Now, let me ask you, was it different doing a show directed by the playwright? was that-
I was more nervous
Really?
I can understand that. Yeah,
yeah.
I can
because
understand
I felt
that.
like
You
I
felt
really
like,
didn't want to let you down.
yeah.
Oh, that's nice, but no.
Aw,
Yeah, it's
I
true.
kept
No,
telling you guys
yeah.
you were great.
I know, but it's like
From
a little-
day one.
a little extra pressure, I think.
I don't think there was. Well, we had the cast first of all that wasn't afraid to try things,
Right.
And that's always a great thing to have on a
Yeah.
show. But this one is written in such a way that we didn't feel like we had to try it. I mean, the humor was right out there
Mhm.
for us,
Mhm.
and we could just play with it. And it was really kind of fun to watch during the last week of rehearsals when we got comfortable with
Yeah.
our lines and our blocking and everything and each other, and we started playing with it and coming up with little things, little mannerisms and stuff like that. And that I could tell that's the stuff that pleased you the most because we were really getting into it.
That's right. I mean, that makes
That's when it turns.
it makes
from
any
a play-
director happy, but
Yeah.
certainly me because
Yeah.
these
It's
are
your
my
work.
words on the
Yeah.
on the page.
And there hasn't
know?
been too many. I will admit there were a couple times early on in the process where I had to have stuff explained to me because and this is one of the things. This is about a play. Obviously, we're back. This is the backstage area. There's something going on the stage. We only see bits and pieces of it. Now we're kind of like in a challenge of we should probably write that actual play.
Miss Penny's perilous predicament.
Come up with something because there's a lot of funny stuff that goes on the stage that you only hear about, but you kind of.
I'll tell you what, they're very noisy backstage.
Yes, we are. Yeah, because it's all up here.
Backstage.
Backstage
Yeah.
is on stage.
Backstage on stage.
I mean, I was hoping a little mint with the little cellophane thing, and Laura looked at me and went, "We yell on the backstage. I'll hear you out there." Okay.
So Liz, we had the opportunity to meet your wonderful husband, Dave.
Yes.
Smiles the whole time.
Yes,
now
he's very nice.
He's a friendly fellow.
he came downstairs into the green room after opening night, and we were gathered, and he smiled the whole time. Nobody offended him, which is magical down in the
Yes,
green
for
room.
us.
Yeah,
That's
You
he's
never
he's
know-
very mellow.
You never
He's
know
like,
what's
yeah.
going to happen in the green room.
That's true.
And it was interesting because we had some visitors down there, and things got a little blue.
Overboard. Yeah, they
Blue in the
tend to
humor.
get-
Yeah,
yeah.
which
Our green
happens a
room's
lot. But you have other family members?
I have 2 children.
Okay.
I have Milana, who is 19, and
Oh.
Daniel, who is 18.
Wow.
Are they coming to see the show?
They will be here on Saturday.
Ah,
Yeah.
no pressure.
I
My
wouldn't
family's-
let them come on opening night. I'm like,
No,
no.
but she
you gotta-
still said on the sheet, sit them where I can't see them.
Where?
Put them on the back row. I don't
They're
want to
up
know they're
there.
there. Even
Yeah,
though I
well,
know they're
guess
there.
when
I
the
don't
lights
want
are
to.
on you, you can't really.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
can
You
usually
can't
only
see
the
past the
first-
second row. The
Yeah,
second
yeah,
row
yeah.
is where you kind of
And
go.
my family's coming. My niece is coming. Down.
Mhm.
They're my family. Our theater family.
And I
They're
know
coming,
from
so.
our early in the quarantine Zoom happy hours, you
Oh
have
my gosh,
you have
yes.
pets.
Oh, a lot of pets.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Menagerie.
3 dogs and 3 cats.
Oh, what are their
Yeah.
names? The dogs'
The
names.
dogs. We have Blaze, who is like 14
Oh
and
my.
getting a little old.
Oh.
Colby, who only loves me. He's very neurotic, so he's very
Okay.
nervous around
So
other people.
mommy's boy.
I have to be there to take him out. So I don't know what I'm going to do, and well, I don't know what everybody else is going to do when I go on vacation. And then we have Sawyer, who's crazy. Springer Spaniel. Springer
Springer
Spaniel.
Spaniel
Springer
crazy.
Spaniel
There you go.
crazy.
I'm like,
Yes.
we don't know what breed, but he's crazy.
No,
And
he's
your
just very
cats'
funny.
names?
Oh my goodness. The cats. We have Tetley, who used to be called Ginger, and then we went to England, and now he's Tetley after Tetley tea bags.
Nice. Okay.
And
Tetley. Okay.
Tetley.
Okay.
And then Jinx and Trixie, who are sisters, who were rescued from a barn.
Oh, see,
Aw.
that's
Rescue
excellent.
cat, Lord,
See,
like
we have
that.
2
Yay.
volunteers
Two
from
volunteers
the
from,
animal
Animals
rescue.
for
Oh,
Life.
excellent.
Animals
Well
for
done.
Life.
Yay,
Yeah,
good
so-
for you.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
excellent.
Wow,
Yes.
that's
So,
an
It's a
so
lot of
here's a
animals.
question for all of our viewers:
yes.
cats or dogs?
Or both.
Ooh.
No, cats or dogs.
There's pluses and minuses to both.
But
Yeah.
cats or dogs?
My
Which
son-
would you rather have in your house?
My son Daniel would say dogs. He's not very fond of cats.
No.
so
no, and
it
that's
was
that's
kinda
what
tough with him living with three
that's
of
what
them,
you're gonna
but-
find. From people are gonna either love, well, they're gonna either hate cats or love cats
Mhm.
because there's no in between with cats. Dogs, everybody is either tolerable or they love them.
Yeah.
So
So
I mean, I had
Deb,
dogs
who's in the
for a long
audience,
time.
has a yellow tabby cat named Jackson, who we always talk to on podcasts. I'm Uncle Treats. I'm Uncle Treats,
Yeah,
Sam.
yeah.
And then Barbie, who is in Tennessee, she has 2 cats. She has Jack Frost and BB Kitty. Jack, I was FaceTiming with her today at the store, showing her the mess I have, and her cat was hitting her in the face the whole time.
Okay.
Jax, he wanted
And
he
we
wanted
are,
attention.
Lori and I are a cat house.
Yes.
And you have 2 cats.
Yes, I have Seamus and Mama Kitty.
We're down to 1. We at our max we had 4.
I will not replace these kitties.
Oh, Oh,
He's a
No.
dog person.
No, what?
Well, you are a dog person.
I
but
am a
you're-
dog
when-
person, but I would,
someday-
no.
Someday you'll have a dog.
No,
No?
no,
Really?
no, I don't
You're
want to
in
break
the-
my heart anymore. Nope.
No,
No.
well,
it's
I mean,
hard,
that is
isn't
the,
it?
that
It's
is the
really
thing.
hard.
Nope, I have that stuffed dog in the office that you guys gave me from Baskerville, and that
That's
will come
enough.
home with me. I don't have to walk him. I don't have to feed him. I don't have to clean up his puke. I don't, nope.
That's true.
Yeah,
have to
I
take him
haven't
to the
brought
vet
Ruth
when he
for a
eats
podcast
socks.
in a while.
That's
Yeah.
true. We miss Ruth.
yeah,
Yes, Ruthie.
Ruthie. Yeah,
Yeah.
his dog Ruthie.
And then, yeah, I mean, I love being an uncle to all the dogs that I know.
Listen, I love being Uncle Treats,
Uncle
and
Treats,
you know,
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
go visit, be
And I'll go
Uncle
up
Treat.
to-
And
up-
trust me, that's all. He does not pay me any mind. He hears my voice. He comes upstairs. I put a treat down. He eats it. He goes downstairs, turns his butt to me. He does not give me, if it's a nice day and he's on his little cat tree, I can pet him and he'll stay there. The rest of the time, nope,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing about cats, I think.
he doesn't care.
Yeah, they're-
They're,
you know.
they'll tolerate you.
Yeah.
And this is kind of, we have one now, Dash, and he's not a lap cat at all.
Mhm.
And the previous cats that we had, which all passed from age, basically, they were all one way or the other. They'd all like to be on your lap. So we had a household rule: if a cat is on your lap, the other person has to do everything you ask.
What if you both have cats on your lap?
That happened a few times.
So
Then you
nothing,
call-
so nothing
then
got
you
done.
call somebody
Nothing-
else to
nothing
do
got
it.
done.
Yeah, we
you.
call. Hey, can you come over and give me a glass of gas?
Hey, Liz. So you're relatively new, 3 shows into community
Mhm.
theater. Do you know shows? Do you?
No, not really. I
So-
mean, I hear all you talk about, oh, remember this show and that show and that. No, not really.
Well, so yeah, you're looking behind you. All these.
Do you
these
have
are all
kind of
shows
a-
that were done here.
Do you have kind of is there any show that you want to try that you know, or is there anything?
Enchanted April.
Okay, well, that's a given.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm
What
I'm
what brought
bad.
you
I
out to audition for Enchanted April? Did you know the play before?
I liked it. I'd seen the movie. I didn't know the play, but I'd
Oh,
seen
there's
the
a
movie.
movie of it. too.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
So I'd
Okay,
seen that. Yeah.
okay. So if it's made into a movie, you'll come to audition for it.
And
I have
actually,
to
I
say-
actually read the book too after
Yeah.
after
Right.
we sort of started auditions and
Yeah.
stuff. I read the book, which
Well,
was
And that's
interesting.
Matthew Barber often takes books, novels, and
And
translates them into a play.
Oh, okay.
Fireflies was a novel that was actually written by our cousin.
Oh, okay.
She's from Texas, and
I want to say
she
that's
wrote
the case a lot where plays start out as novels. They get ideas. I mean, granted, there's a lot that they could start out as plays and very seldom.
maybe
get-
I should reverse that and write a
novel.
novel, Murder at the Prop Table.
There you go. Or the play
Ooh.
that goes on during.
Well, we're going to talk about. We were going to write that anyway.
Yeah, true.
You know.
True.
You know.
I think we should bring back our melodramas and bring Liz in for those.
Oh, you would love the
I saw one of
melodramas,
them. I can't remember which
pantos.
one it was,
Oh,
but
yeah.
you saw
it
the
was
one that
very
we did the cow oracle?
good. That must have been that.
The Search
yeah.
for the Great Cow
It must have been
Oracle,
that,
where Tim
yeah.
was Sweet Sally Saccharin on a split screen with himself. That was my first split screen
You can't say it,
adventure
but
in
it-
editing,
Yeah,
and I really enjoyed it. Yeah, The Search for the Great Cow, the Pluapihitsi
Oh,
Indians.
well, there you go.
yeah, we could get you in for that.
I have so many. Listen, I have
so
so many more melodramas I've written.
I'm sure.
And they are
Sure.
all amazing. My sister used to read them around the table, the holidays. My family would take parts and they would read my melodramas.
That's great. I love
Yeah.
it.
And my
Did it get to the
father
point
was,
where your family was like, we can't wait for our next
well,
holiday,
my
so-
mother would say, what are you writing for the next holiday? What are you writing? What are you writing? What are you writing? And so, I wrote Penelope's Predicament, or Woe Is Me, and that's with Wolfgang Lieberman, who disguises himself as Count Giuseppe Fullabaloni from Fulgoni, New
Yes.
Jersey, and all of that.
So
I
And
can't believe you can even
yeah.
say that.
yeah. So
Well, fortunately, we had cue cards.
Okay.
so you brought it up. So yeah, we should, Michael,
we
we're
should.
going to get with Michael and we're going to schedule some time and we'll film our next melodrama, which means Jonathan, you're going to be back in a wig and a dress, and you will too, because Penelope's
It's-
Predicament,
it'll have to
it's
be in the
gonna
fall.
be when you come back,
It'll be when we're back.
because you'll
We're going
be
away.
you'll be Penelope's Predicament, you'll be Sweet Sally Saccharin, And
Oh boy.
yeah,
I was also, who was I? I was the evil Dr.
Dr.
Wang.
Wang.
Dr. Wang.
no, you were Dr. Chang
Dr. Chang.
because Natasha Wang
Natasha
became
Wang.
your sidekick, and you were the Wang Chang gang.
Okay, right. No, I wasn't. She wasn't Wong. She was Wang.
No, she was Wang, right? You were Wong. No, I'm Chang. No, you're
No,
Wong,
no.
not white.
Right. If you want, you can actually go onto YouTube and find our old
I
episodes.
followed
and
that
find us.
entirely.
You can find that episode on our YouTube channel.
It's called Melodrama Madness. It's
It was
really
fun.
quite funny.
It was
Jonathan
fun.
Ross as Penelope Pureheart is brilliant.
You know,
and
and
him
we-
as
we-
Sally Saccharin.
We spent a whole day taping here.
And then we had to come back and do it again, remember?
And then do
Because
the
there
whole thing again.
there was a mistake with the green screen.
Oh my God, that's right.
And Michael wasn't supposed to be in it. He was supposed to be the cameraman. And then last minute got thrown in as Wolfgang Lieberman at the end because I
Yep.
needed to be behind the camera.
Right.
And so there were cue cards everywhere, all
Every-
over the room.
Everywhere you turned, there was a cue card. And we'd rehearse a scene like twice and like, okay, let's shoot it. And that's how we did it. It was amazing. It was a lot of fun. I will say, we worked hard,
Yes.
but it was a lot of fun. I mean, by the end of the day, we're exhausted, but we
I
had
can imagine.
so.
And there's really
so
nothing
much
better
fun.
than doing a melodrama in front of a live audience because you get them to cheer on the
Sure.
hero
Oh,
and
that's
boo the
right.
villain.
That's
And
right.
it's like, it's so much fun to
Well,
do
that's, maybe
melodrama.
that should be one thing you put together for June when people aren't here, when we can't do the show. Put a melodrama on.
You won't be here.
I don't care. There's more other people in this theater besides me.
I don't care.
so-
In fact, I'm happy.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll be happy to film it. I'll watch it wherever we
No,
are.
we're not going to film it. We would do it live.
I
And
think-
I guess Michael will end up in a dress.
There you go.
There you go,
Again.
Michael.
So Michael, do you have a list of cat and dog people?
So if we don't count the people in this room,
Uh-huh.
dogs win by 1
Oh.
in a 4-3.
Oh, but
However,
the cats people here.
every time people said both, I put a vote in each. So, and a lot of people said
Oh,
both.
so what do we have? Like 3 people watching?
However, special shout out to the Willie's little farm they have going
Oh,
on,
they
which
have
now has
the chick-
5 dogs, 2 birds, and a flock of ducks.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for some duck eggs.
Oh, and you know,
They're
we-
really good.
we- good
Apparently,
time to
Lily
mention-
just laid 3 eggs the other day.
Oh.
Well,
So-
they're
there you go.
they're supposedly very, very good, like
Yeah.
very
Yeah, yeah.
buttery
Yeah.
and stuff.
We should
Uh,
also mention too that our good friend Deb Cryan, she and Jeff are now chick owners.
Oh, do they have the chicks? They
have
got the chicks?
Yes, it was on Facebook. They brought them inside and put them in a little Tupperware container because it's too cold outside for the chicks. They're little tiny things. So
So you buy chicks, you don't buy chickens. You don't just get adult chickens and go, give me an egg.
I think they're talking, hoping that they'll last long enough to become chickens.
Eggs. Just give me the eggs.
Just go to the store and get some eggs. For crying out loud.
I got to tell you, there is nothing better than fresh laid eggs.
And I've heard that before, and I just don't understand.
You know, so
What's the difference?
so
it's-
so Sharon's brother and sister-in-law have chickens.
Yeah.
And they will bring me a dozen eggs sometimes. If you put one of their fresh eggs in
Yeah.
a cup and a store-bought one, the color of the yolk, and you whip it up,
yeah, different.
the store-bought one is like butter yellow, and the other one is a bright orange
And you can
yellow,
taste
and the
that difference.
flavor is
Yeah.
different, and everything about it is different.
Okay.
It's different.
I
And they have all different kinds of chickens. There are blue eggs, there are white eggs, there are brown eggs, there are green eggs, and some of them are big and some of them
Wait,
are small.
green eggs.
They all
And
taste
ham.
they all taste the same.
Sorry.
Throw it up.
Couldn't help that.
But I do make ham with my eggs. So yeah, I make
Yeah.
spam with my eggs
Ooh.
sometimes. Do you like spam?
No.
There we go.
Another
Sorry.
question for the
Sorry.
viewers.
Sorry.
Spam. Yes or no on spam?
Let me ask you.
The votes are in. No.
No, Liz.
That quick. huh?
Being British, what food do you miss from
Cornish
home?
pasties.
Cornish.
Yeah, they're like, I
pasties.
guess they're
They're like pies, right?
Yeah, they're like pies. They're pastry on the outside and have meat and potato on the inside.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's-
they're very
They're
good.
very good.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was quick. You've been asked
Yeah,
that
no, I
question
know.
before.
No spotted dick.
No. Well, I mean, no,
Eh,
not really.
It's like a canned bread. right? It's like a,
Well, it's a steamed pudding.
Yeah, like a
my mother used to
pudding,
make
yeah.
that stuff from scratch, like
Yeah.
and steamed syrup pudding,
Oh,
which has like golden syrup on, and it's
Yeah.
like spongy, and that I miss too,
okay.
with proper English custard, homemade English custard.
So English custard is different than American custard.
And they serve it hot, and I could never make it. I bought some. You can get it like you buy it in a
Yeah.
can, but it always came out lumpy. But my mother
Okay.
used to make really good custard with the syrup sponge pudding.
Interesting. I'm hungry.
hey, you know what? We have to play games.
We do have to. play
While
a
you're
game
putting
with
the
that.
wheel up, I've got one more joke I
You
can tell.
do
I
that.
think.
All right.
Oh no, I've lost my joke.
Oh,
no.
Well, you know,
Oh.
why don't we have Liz
No,
put
here
one
they
out?
are.
Oh crap. Okay.
Is this a
You
joke?
are all
She has to
so
pull one out.
hateful.
She has to
Is this a
pull a
joke
joke
box?
out.
Yes, so this is a joke box. So we'll let you tell one.
Ooh,
Yes.
You take a card
okay.
and you tell the joke.
Okay. What did the mayonnaise say when the refrigerator door was opened?
I don't know. What did the mayonnaise say when the refrigerator door was open?
Close the door. I'm dressing.
Ah!
On
That's one of your jokes there. That's a great joke. Oh, what?
the reverse side,
There's more?
hey Liz,
Yes, Ed.
why couldn't the toilet paper cross the road?
I don't know, Ed. Why couldn't the toilet paper cross the road?
Because it got stuck in the crack.
Oh, no. I might actually remember that one. I never remember jokes.
That could be the beer talking there, but I thought that was
Tim, you were supposed to put the wheel up while I was telling that
Get
joke.
the wheel, Tim.
I get the wheel.
Oh
the
my
wheel.
goodness.
There's the wheel.
Tim's going to bring up the wheel. He's going to explain the games to Liz,
So there's 6.
and I'm going to go get the prizes.
Ooh.
So there's 6 games here. I suppose you really want to know what they are.
I could just do potluck. I mean,
my
yes.
It's been a while. So I don't remember which one's which.
Jargon gymnastics.
Jargon gymnastics. I don't know what that one is. That's the week? That's this
That's
one, right?
The tongue.
Yep. This day in history, which is right there.
That's the history one.
That's the history one. That's
Uh-oh.
what happened today in history.
Slice of pie is the pizza.
Slice of pie is that's dessert math
Dessert math.
Dessert and math.
Else.
combined.
Okay.
Incognito.
That's this one. Is a real name of an actual celebrity.
Oh,
And Kapow is the powers that be. You match superhero, a hero with his superpower.
okay.
And pseudo
And
what?
pseudo what? Which is this one. Pseudo what is only one of these things are real, and in this case, it's a kitchen utensil. So what you do is, where'd he go? Okay, I'm onto the picture. Let me over here. So you're going to spin this wheel
Okay.
as hard as you can,
Okay.
so that it flies off there. We never have to do this game ever again. Oh no, he's back.
Darn it.
So go ahead and spin the wheel.
Give it a spin. You're
Give it a big
playing
spin.
with yourself and Nancy Dodge tonight. She's in the audience.
Oh, Nancy Dodge, you're up for this. Is you actually ask for help.
Yeah.
And whatever we decide it comes close to.
Math and
Math?
dessert.
Oh, great.
Math and dessert.
Dave, where are you?
Okay.
You can put the wheel down now,
I
Tim.
can put the wheel down. I pick things
He
up
has one
and
job.
I put them down. All right, so.
I need another drink if I'm gonna have to do math.
What is this, Tim?
That is the Big Lebowski.
And what is it?
It's a beer.
In a
It's a
black
Lebowski
can. In a
type-
very attractive can.
From our other good friends.
At
North-
Niantic Public House.
Oh, from Niantic Public. We went down there
Why, thank
and we
you,
had a
Ed.
wonderful time.
You're welcome.
Okay, so it's math and dessert
God.
together as you always wanted them. One question. You only have to
Okay.
answer one question. Your recipe for butter cookies
Right.
calls for a full cup of melted butter. How many sticks of butter would you need to melt for your recipe? Is it
No
A,
No help.
1? Is it
No
B,
help.
2? Is it C, 4?
I'm going with 2.
Are you sure?
Am I sure? I'm sure.
Yes, that is correct. That is
Because they were
correct.
all waving their fingers at her.
I knew that. I did
Nancy
know that.
shouldn't
I
win
knew
the
that.
prize
I knew
now.
that.
They were saying peace.
Oh my gosh, if you're one to talk, the two of you used to stomp your feet when you said the correct answer.
No, that was Ian in the Christmas show.
Yes.
Oh, okay. There's video footage. I don't even know I'm arguing.
In any case,
We like when our people win.
you and Nancy Dodge have
Have
each
won.
won a $20 gift card to Cumberland Farm.
Oh, thank you.
Which is good for about 2 gallons of gas.
Yeah.
Yay! Or you can go there and get a couple of empanadas or a slice of pizza.
Or 20
on-
cups
and
of
on-
coffee.
On Friday, you go there and it's free coffee. Did you know that?
No.
Every Friday, free coffee at Cumberland Farm.
I did not know.
I did
Friday
not
is
know
free
that.
coffee day.
I don't drink coffee, so I kind of.
Always.
Yeah.
My
Friday is free coffee day at Cumbie Farm.
My birthday is 7-Eleven, and apparently if you have your birthday on 7-Eleven, you get a free slushie at 7-Eleven.
Are there any 7-Elevens? Oh, there's one here in town
it-
on
it-
I don't know,
Davis
uh,
Street.
I've never
Watertown has
actually
one, yeah.
been there, but
On Davis
we
Street.
have to try that this year.
Oh, okay.
Is David your husband?
David is
Oh,
my
he's in the
husband.
chat. I was-
Oh, hello, David.
What is he
Alright.
saying?
He said, "This is fascinating."
It's not really,
He's
David.
so
It's
kind.
just
He's
it's
so
we
kind.
just
This is what we
talk.
do, David. We sit here, we drink beer, we talk, and we waste people's time.
He,
No,
he
no,
actually
we
does
do
the
it.
baking at our house, so he would have known the butter thing without a.
Actually,
without
I
any
do
job.
that too, because I've done a lot of baking with the butter.
Do you have a favorite thing that he bakes?
He makes like pinwheel cookies for
Oh.
Christmas, like
Ooh.
the chocolate. And
Sure,
then,
yeah.
He does a good job of that.
Oh,
Is he as, do you share kitchen duties? Or is he more of the cook
He
or?
does a little bit more of the cooking. He likes to shop, so he does the shopping. I hate shopping, so that's
Okay.
fine with me. And
Yeah.
I mean, he does do a little bit more cooking than me, which is fine with me.
I'm uncontrolled at shopping. If I go to the grocery store, I end up with like a cart
Oh.
of stuff that I never intended
Him
to
too,
get.
yes.
Now
He
here's the
goes
thing
in for
I
3
do.
things, and he comes out with like 3 cartfuls.
Yeah.
Does he go aisle by aisle? Because that's what I like to do.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because
yeah.
you never know what you're gonna need.
No. Oh.
And
I like
besides,
to go up and down every aisle.
Yeah.
That's
Just in
why
case-
Eric
just in case you
Eric
miss
will not
something.
shop with me.
yeah. But we're the same boat. And now, plus, I like Big Y and Naugatuck because they play really good music,
Oh.
and I tend to sing along. And I've actually
You sing along.
I sing along. I dance in the aisles, and I'm trying to remember who I ran into, but no, it wasn't Amber. It was somebody that was wearing a mask, and they came up and they said, "It's you." And I'm sorry, I don't know who you are, but yeah, it's me.
I
That's
know.
what
I
it is.
noticed that with masks too. It's like you know somebody from the eyes up.
I'm,
but you can't
I'm
think who it
getting
is.
used to seeing people's faces again.
Mhm.
It's it's a little unnerving because we had a thing called mask face that we you know, what do you call it? It's like
Well, it's kind of like Butterface.
butterface, yeah,
Yeah.
where you think, oh, that's a very attractive person,
And then,
set the-
wah, wah, wah!
and that happens. This is how we lost him. This is how our show goes.
Yeah. It's true.
It is true, right?
Yeah. I hope nobody ever thought that with me.
No.
No.
Oh my
Never.
God, that's the rest
Never.
of her face.
I have never done that with you. Hi, Dave. Is he coming again? Is he going to come on Saturday?
Yeah, it's coming on Saturday.
Oh,
Because
good.
he didn't see the show.
No, he
He
did
hasn't
not.
seen it yet.
He
No.
just
Yeah.
came down
But
to.
he knows every line, right?
No, my daughter knows
Oh, your
everything.
daughter.
Yeah,
so
my
your
daughter
daughter
Milana,
was
she's run the lines with me. Yeah.
you know, this
So
is
she
one of
knows
the
them all.
shows that
I just hope she doesn't like call them out if I forget something. Hey, Mom, this is the line.
Oh my God, that's right. We were talking about that. It's like I'm afraid to miss a line in the show
Because my
because
daughter will
your
call
daughter,
it out for
she
me.
knows the whole show, so she'll come out and say, "No, you're supposed to." Like
You're
when,
supposed to
yeah.
say this.
Well,
yeah.
hopefully everything works when they're here. All
Yes,
the
I
knives
hope.
stay where they're
Yeah.
supposed to be, and the
Uh,
sound effects happen when they're supposed to happen,
oh my gosh.
and you guys
Yeah.
can hear them.
This
back
is
there.
one of the few shows I did not run my lines with Lori on because we recorded our.
Mhm.
Sometimes you do that with a show where we record it so you can practice your lines and
Over
learn
and
your
over again
lines,
in the car. Yeah.
which is a great thing.
Mhm.
So Lori finally got sat down and read the script. It's just like, I don't understand what's going on. I said, that's okay. Neither do we. But it's all good.
When you watched it, Lori, did it make a little bit more sense?
You went,
It,
yeah.
I think
It's very funny. It's brilliant.
It's brilliant.
It is brilliant.
there,
You don't
there,
understand it, but it's brilliant.
there's a moment when Liz's character and another character are wearing the same costume, and what we didn't take into account is that when they would be dressed like that, they look identical. And I could hear people in the audience the other night saying, which one is that? They lost track of who was who because they look so much alike.
Yeah, you and Tim Cleary are like twins.
Yeah, he looks really cute in that dress. That dress.
I do have to say though, there was one time where you both were wearing the same costume, and I meant to talk. I was trying to tell the other person something, and I'm like chasing down that person, and you turn around, and it's you. I'm like, ah!
It's like the scene with the nuns in Sister Act in the casino where they're chasing the nuns.
Yes, so they all,
He turns around,
they all look alike.
hey, sister. Yeah, babe. He turns around.
How you doing, Toots?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun show. You really got to come see it.
It is fun.
How do people get tickets for this show?
So you can go online now. You can go to phoenixstagecompany.org and you can click the link on our website. It'll take you right to our ticketing site, and you can buy tickets there, or you can call 860-417-2505. Please do not text me for tickets.
Or me? You
I-
can text Liz.
I used to.
Call me.
I
Yes.
used to get texts all the time for tickets, and that's fine, but I'm not here all the time, and I'll be working at my store or working at the home office. I get a text, and by the time I get here, I forget that I got the text because it's
Right.
hours later. So please don't text me for tickets ever. You can email me at phoenixstagecompany.org, or you can email us at
what?
info@phoenixstagecompany.org.
Like magic.
And you can let me know that you need reservations and we'll set you up there as well. So either way,
It's
you
a
know,
lot of fun. Come see the show. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
you will. You'll love this show, and you'll love the next one too, The Revolutionist, that runs April 23rd through May 7th. So yeah, you will love that. Liz, thank you so much for being on the
Thank
show
you
with
so
us
much for
today. And
inviting me.
yeah, it's been really fun to get to know you and to,
Yeah.
I've known you for quite a while, and I didn't know you were an occupational therapist. And I didn't know that occupational therapists work for 3-year-olds,
Apparently they do.
but I think that's
Well,
pretty
they work
amazing.
for
We'll,
the 3-year-olds,
we'll-
work for the parents.
we'll
Because they
chat-
get, they're paid,
Yeah,
they
there
don't
is
get,
that.
they don't pay very well.
we'll chat some more about that, in the
Yeah,
future, and
yeah.
we'd love to have you back on to hang
I'd
out
love
with
to be
us.
back on. It was fun. Thank
It
you.
was
And-
great having
It
you
was
here.
great.
Yes.
Yeah, and
And how do you like working in this space?
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's very different from
It is
Woodbury,
different.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't have
and
to put the
there's
set
actually
back.
like this. Yeah. Like the Woodbury backstage is like
Like
Right.
the old
this big,
Naugatuck
this big.
backstage.
You're
Oh
like
my
walking
gosh.
sideways like
Yes.
this. And
Yeah.
like, you need to pass anybody, it's a real problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're tight here, but not.
No,
there
there's
compared to that.
there's plenty of room back there.
And our green room is actually in the same
I
building.
love the green room.
And it's
My
green.
Yeah,
It
my
is green.
my sister is a production designer, and I
Yeah.
sent her a picture of it. She's like, I love that.
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
great
It's such a
room.
mess.
It's,
Mhm.
it's
But
always a
but
mess,
it's-
but
it's like
it's,
There's a
real. It's
saddle
real.
and
It's real.
fur
it's like a
coats
living
and
room down
Yeah.
there.
wedding
and we have our
dresses and
Yeah.
beer fridge.
a beer
Mhm.
refrigerator.
Yeah,
There's water in it too.
there is.
There is.
Okay.
Somewhere you
On
have to like
occasion.
you have to
Yeah,
like
don't
dive
go
through.
past
You have
all
to
the
dive
beer.
through the beer, but there's water in there.
And you never know what you're going to find in there. People just bring leftovers.
Yes, that's how we do.
It's
'Cause
the
we also
land of
have our
misfit
cast party
beers.
there, and yeah, we still had some stuff left over from our opening night.
Oh, probably yeah, because I
Yeah.
left a bunch of stuff in there.
Sure.
Yeah. I think Michael has some slides he's going to put up or something, right, Michael?
You know.
Yeah.
Oh wait. What's
So We're going to talk about our sponsors first.
We should talk about our sponsors.
We should talk about our
Speaking of beer,
sponsors. Our sponsors are
Black Hog Brewing Company, Oxford, Connecticut. Thank you always. To
Always,
Rowan
always,
and
always, always,
everybody
always.
down there. They're so nice to us.
They are.
I hope they come see the show.
I do. I hope they do
Because
as well.
They have a great time there. We always have a great time. We want them to have a great time.
And hey, if you happen to be down at Black Hog, you can check in with them. They do get sponsor tickets. So they get 10 tickets to every show.
So
You can ask them at the counter if they have any extra tickets left over. They'll give you
Yeah,
a
maybe
couple
we'll
of
get
tickets and you can come see the
buy
show
a beer,
for
get a
free.
ticket.
Buy some beer down there, support them,
Yes,
and
their
then you
beer
can
is
come see
very
a
good.
show. You just have to ask them if they have any sponsor tickets left over.
Say hi to Rowan.
And say hi to Rowan for us. Sierra Ridge Media Arts down in Naugatuck. Thank you, Deb and Jeff Crime. We appreciate everything. We don't have a slide up the air for Arabesque.
Oh, we have to make one.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that to happen. So
Oh,
it'll
okay.
happen.
Michael could just do something.
Yeah.
Michael, say
No,
Arabesque.
it's not
Yeah.
it's my area.
Remember that you can make a donation at any time to support your local community theater. That's us, Phoenix Stage Company, by visiting phoenix-stage-company.square.site.
Hey, have we heard anything about Give Local this year?
Give Local is going to happen on April 25th and 26th, I believe.
Oh, are we going to do anything? Are you
You're
going?
going to be gone. So,
Not that
So,
it's
Wow.
bitter
yes, we will be doing something here on our podcast
without me.
without you. I'll have a special,
We'll
a
talk about
special
that next podcast.
guest host.
Yeah.
Yeah, with me. So
Okay, that's good. I'm glad. I didn't know it was coming up. It's going to be here before you know it.
before you know it,
When is that in comparison to Revolution? Same time as Revolution?
it's in the middle between the first and second weekend.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, so it's smack
Boy,
dab in the
you're
middle of
gonna
there.
be Busy.
No, I'm already busy.
You're busy. Yeah.
What? You're gonna be busy? What?
Busier.
Yeah.
Er.
All right. And you don't have any more slides?
Oh, I mean, I've got the thank you for joining us.
Oh no, don't put that up yet. But
No,
I figured
Al,
we were
you
gonna
didn't
talk
play
for
the
another
music under
hour.
the sponsor, so we need to play that music.
Yeah.
And we'll
There it is.
there it is. That's the
Yeah.
This sticks with you after a while. Our
Yeah.
theme song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not elevator music.
Oh, I think he took us off. He took us off the screen.
Oh, you're fit. You see?
Thank you. Yeah.
So listen, we'll be back in 2 weeks.
We'll be
right?
back on the 24th
Yeah.
with another guest. So, hang tight, have some pizza.
Have some pizza, have some beer.
Yeah.
Get a Black Hog.
Come and see the show.
Liz, thank you so much for coming in.
It
We had
was
so much fun
Thank
with
you.
you.
Yeah, it was great. It was really, really good.
Be sure to come back tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, tomorrow we got a show. See you tomorrow.
That's right.
What time is call?
6:30.
6:30 for fight call.
Fight call.
Yep, tickle the daisies. Thank you all very much for being here. We'll see you on the 24th. Thank you, studio audience. Thank you, Al. Thank you, Michael. Say good night, Tim.
Good night, Tim.
In here? Yeah. Oh, she drank it all. Are we on? I can never tell. It's blink. It's what?
What? What do you say?